So good morning everybody. Carlos here with a flock of geese flying overhead. I'm riding my push bike today, my Norco Malahat, which I incorrectly call a gravel bike. It's not a gravel bike, it's just an old cheap road bike really, a kid's bike. But luckily it's the right size for me, it's a good size for me. I shouldn't really be working today, but my friend Rob is off sick. So I came in yesterday and did a shift, and I was expecting him to come in today, but he's still sick. I'm hoping that he gets well for next week, because, you know, Monday I normally have off. And if I have to work tomorrow, that's going to be a pain in the ass, to tell you the truth. Okay, 19.28 kilometers per hour is my pace. I'm riding over the first of the bridges over a swampy area. This isn't the big Blenkinsop trestle, this isn't the Selkirk trestle, this is the Swan Lake trestle. Going to be crossing Sanish Road now. Got to keep my wits about me today. Don't want to get knocked off my bike. I'm wearing all my protective gear. I have gloves, a helmet, I have a neck wrap which I've pulled down off my face so I can speak a little more clearly. So last time I did this was I started recording at the Monkey Tree pub. Today I started at the Bottle Bank. I just missed one of Samantha's announcements. I have her singing into my earbuds, so you won't be hearing what she has to say. I just have to remember to relate to you what she's telling me. Well, this is week 3 of being congested. This ride should earn me at least 300 calories. So just riding to work and back will be enough for my daily dose. 17.46 kilometers average heart rate, 114. I heard that quite clearly. I'm not working terribly hard at the moment, but it is daybreak and my glasses are a little steamed up. I just saw a post of Chris Dubé, the missing man from Mount Doug. I was musing with my sons yesterday at supper. We tend to get together on Saturdays to have a meal. My oldest son comes from his apartment. My younger son comes up from the basement. I was musing that the police and the search and rescue people have called off their search for Chris Dubé until they have further sightings. They will no longer be searching Mount Douglas Park. And I was just wondering, from the description of the old man that went missing, they could have mistaken mistakenly spotted me, thinking I was the missing man, because I would fit his description: 5'6", grey beard, shaggy hair. Mind you, they probably would have said he's running and he's wearing a bandana. In my case, kilometers an hour now as I go through the long tunnel. Just about to go over the switch bridge. This will take a little bit of pedaling. No music today, I'm afraid. I'll be posting this from work. I have been doing a little bit of subcontracting. One of the guys at work has asked me to do some of his dishes. What happens is that the kitchen that I work out of rents space to other food businesses. People who start off small and they start getting enough business for having to have a registered kitchen for the food operations. So that's how Patrick makes some of his money, by subletting space in his kitchen, because he has a large registered kitchen that complies with all the food safety requirements. So once those small catering businesses become big enough, they need a registered kitchen to do their operations. To have a business permit, you need to have a registered kitchen, which will be inspected. So we quite often get inspected on behalf of the other renters. They come in and check that everybody knows the rules. Anyway, one of the guys who's renting there is a guy who has a business called Balanced Meals Prep, and he is a little short-staffed. It's him, his wife, and his two sons, grown-up sons. They tend to just help him with the food prep, but there's nobody really helping him with the cleanup. So he tends to accumulate a lot of pots and pans and trays and dishes. So every couple of days or so he asks me to do an hour for him, and he pays me separately from my pay from Patrick. And he kept saying, "Oh, I don't have any cash with me, I don't have any cash with me." So eventually I said, "Well, listen, November's coming to an end. You need to pay me." So he gave me an envelope with money in it, and he'd overpaid me, basically. 1 hour, he'd overpaid me. So I told him, I said, "Listen, I could work an hour for you because you've paid me in advance." So he took me up on that offer yesterday. So the first hour of my shift was working for Todd, and then for the rest of the morning and into the afternoon I was working on Patrick's ticket. But you know, if you have a skill and if you have equipment, you can make money. It doesn't really matter who's paying me. Obviously I don't want to be caught being paid by both people for the same shift. I have to be quite honest about that. Today I'm going to be doing about half an hour for Todd. I told him I would evaluate the work when I see it. Alright, so I'm getting down to the Burnside Gorge area. I'm just about to be crossing the Selkirk trestle, and then I'll be on the other side of the waterway in Esquimalt. I'm in Saanich at the moment, skirting the edges of the city of Victoria municipality. 3 adjoining municipalities that meet right here under the painted bridge. Wouldn't be a good time to take a photograph today because of the low light conditions. You can't really see the paintwork. It's about mid-tide on the gorge today. There are signs on all these trestle bridges saying that they may be slippery when wet or icy. I'm going to take a photograph of that sign. There's a couple of good photo opportunities right here. Oh, there goes somebody on one of those uni scooter things. As I slow down for the sign. I'm going to take a photograph here. More geese. I could call this episode Geese on the Goose, because this is the Galloping Goose Trail after all. As I start off in the wrong gear. Wish me luck on the trestle bridge. I can see the frost on the slats, on the cedar planking of the Selkirk trestle. We're doing some exploration under the bridge here. They're going to be laying a new cable, communication cable under the gorge waterway. They're going to have to sink some piles. I think that's what they're called. Here there's 3 barges, 2 on one side and 1 on the other. Over the top. This is where I slow down to a crawl here. Time for another photograph. I'm going to be stopping this recording quite soon, but this picture is too good to miss. Sunrise over Victoria. So I was going to call this episode I already did call on that quite recently. Or maybe that was just monkey business. Anyway, it's going to be called Geese on the Goose. Geese over the Galloping Goose. 13.02 is my pace in kilometers per hour. as I try and find my easiest gear to go up this little gravel trail. Push, push, push. Come on, Carlos. Your legs are so weak. What's the matter with you? Are you a man or a mouse? Anyway, I just hope this is a nice clean recording for you. Finally I'm at the top. Hello. So I have to use feather my brakes. Hello. Zone 2. I have been trending faster and longer this last week. You know how you can see the trends developing. The only thing that isn't getting any better is my breathing. Now Norma's got it. She is cooking. Poor girl, that's all she needs. So the windows went in fine. My e-bike has had its brakes bled. I ended up paying for the repair in cash with the money that I earned last week from doing my subcontracting for Todd. So everything's good. Last little push to the top. I'm gonna have to cross Cragflower Road. Hopefully I won't have to break my stride here. That's good. Heart rate 124. It's hard to push aerobically when your breathing is compromised. It's like a car with a small engine trying to work with a clogged air filter. You don't get enough air in the carburetor. I need to burn energy. I have to break down carbohydrates to release energy. And without oxygen, it's hard to burn anything. Finally, a bit of downhill. There should be no issue with wind noise because I have the voice recorder snugly tucked inside my jacket pocket. Top pocket. Where I would keep my handkerchief if I was that way inclined. This road is bumpy, and I also have increased the pressure on my tires to 80 pounds per square inch, so it is a bumpy ride. I have suspension at the front, but not at the back. It's a hardtail, as they call them. I have just heard that I have burned 300 calories coming to work today. So, let me get this straight. Geese over the goose. A geese on the goose. Yeah, keep it simple and short. Keep them guessing. As I approach my road, I will say goodbye to you from Fairview Road and Devonshire Road. Bye bye. 21 minutes of audio is plenty for today. I'll get back to you on Wednesday.